tree stuff over here, so pardon me. I have a guest coming through, so wanted to just get on here today and just shoot around and talk just a little bit. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And yes, I still have to get my podcast out, and it's going to be coming out later on because I had some stuff to do with the children today. So my morning was kind of uh, taken over. So yes, I will see what I do right now. Yay! So we'll see how this works. And I don't know. I've told you guys before that it gets a little crazy. So let me see if he comes
I can
in.
hear you.
Hey,
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear
Hey.
me? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Uh, can't see you, but I can hear you.
Let me see. How do I?
Yeah, I see you in the corner up
Can
here.
you see me?
Yeah, you're in the corner, I think. Hold on. Let me see. No, let me see. I don't see you.
Now you're
That's
upside
weird.
down.
Okay, I'm fine now.
Well, your camera went out. Like your video went out.
Yeah, okay, what about now?
Your face is still not there.
Okay, what I need to do.
This is why it's called practice, you all. It's called practice.
It's kind of funny. It's like on landscape.
Yeah. Is it hard? Is it harder that way? You think I should switch it back to
No,
portrait? Because I
no.
don't know.
I mean, I see you in the corner,
Yeah.
and my camera out completely.
Yeah.
Is my
I mean,
camera?
I can see your name. I can see the little record button, but your face that was there, it's not there anymore.
Okay, hold on. I just tapped your phone. Tapped you. Cancel. Okay. What about now?
No.
Hold on. Hold on. I wonder why it's I wonder why it's landscaping on me.
Well, did you turn? Can you turn your? Can you turn it
I,
sideways?
yeah. I mean, it's sideways
Is it
now.
sideways?
Mm-hmm. Let me see what I got here. Hide comments.
Mm-hmm.
Turn off camera. Now what's happening? Nothing?
Nothing. Same thing. I can hear you.
Okay. Turn on camera. What about now?
No.
I just turned the camera on. Hold on.
I know your camera was on when you first came on. It was on. So whatever you did that way, that worked good. I don't know. Oh, I need to breathe. See.
What about now?
Still not you there.
I mean, what's there, a blank screen or?
Yeah, it's just you, just a circle person, which is a blank screen and your name and a little record button, but no visual of you.
Okay, hold on. I see and hear you real well. Let me see. Hit the little three dots, turn off camera, hide, let me see. I hit turned off camera. I wonder if I leave and come back.
Well, try that. Try leaving out and
Okay,
see.
chart. Turn on camera. I just did. Leave. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Nothing?
Nope.
Huh. Okay. Let me do it another way. Okay. I'll be back. Just stay there.
Hey, look, I see audience preview. I see you now.
You see me now?
Yeah, I have it in audience preview and I can see you now this way. It's weird.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, in audience preview. I don't know if anybody else can see you, but I can see you in audience preview, but you don't come out on the other side.
I mean, is there something I need to push on my side? Am I straight up and down now?
I mean, I think it says the audience can see you. So perhaps maybe it's only for the audience to see you as a guest. But on your side, you. So where I'm at, I'm landscape. You're sideways.
Am I sideways now?
Yes, you're sideways. Like
Okay, hold on,
I'm
hold
this
on.
way, you're sideways.
What about now?
Now you're straight up and down. Yes, now they'll be able to see both of us. And
Okay,
yeah,
I'm on.
they can see us both.
Okay, okay. So landscape. So yeah, I'm on landscape now.
Okay. So they can see you with if I'm in audience preview, people can see both of us, but I can't see you in when I go live, but they can see both of us talking.
Okay, hold on. I'm on.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, but let me see something. So it's going live right now on your Facebook page, right?
Yes, and every other platform that I'm on.
I wonder if it's going live on mine. Hold on. Hold on. Get off the camera for a minute. Let me check something. Okay. Let me see if it's live on my page.
Welcome everyone. Let me say welcome.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's live on my page.
Okay, cool. So people can from your audience
Yeah,
they
I
can
can see you.
you can see me from your page.
Yeah. It's live on my page.
Okay, cool. There you go. We're live together.
You can see me from your page. Okay. It's live on my page.
Okay, cool. So we're live together.
Okay. Yeah. Everything is good.
Good. So I guess whichever phone that is it doing like a reverb for you? Whichever one
No,
has.
not now. I mean, I turned my phone off.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, when I checked it, I didn't turn the volume down.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So yeah, this is that it was easy to connect. It just sent me the thing and actually you just walk through.
Oh, well, that's good. At least I know how to do it for when we want to do it the next time. Because I
So do we tell the
always want to
people that we're
practice.
gonna talk about? Do you want to tell the people we're gonna talk about the coming adventures of T Drake and Pastor J, our subject matter?
Go ahead,
You know what?
Pastor J. You here?
Oh, you're gonna leave it up to me. Well, we're gonna talk about leaven, the different types of leaven, the people who are leaven, and then we're gonna talk about people who are actually Ahabs and Jezebels who pretend like to be David and Deborah. But the part,
Bless you.
my sinuses are bothering me. But yeah, just cut the grass. So that's it. So look forward to that. Look forward to us coming on live on both our channels, Facebook, YouTube, Walk in Truth, all her channels, God's Gift Through His Word. And we're going to talk about leaven and Jezebel and Ahab, David and Deborah, because you
Well,
people are
Pastor
being
J,
accused. What you say?
I said since you're sharing that, how about you give me a little preview of what do you mean by that? What do you mean by people that are that? What does that even mean as a preview to what we're going to talk about on Monday?
Well,
What do
we're
you
going to
mean?
talk about the leaven people come into your life, and they really don't mean you any good. They're contaminants, like leaven is in bread. It actually is a contaminant. It's used to rise bread, but the Bible talks about eating unleavened bread. The ceremony of unleavened bread in Exodus, I believe, chapter 12, talks about that. And what we have to do is see that some people in our lives come into our lives and they're leaven. Their job is to hinder, halt, stop, stagnate, bring to a complete halt our progress. And therefore, we need to remove them from our lives, no matter how sentimentally attached we are to them. So, matter of fact, this week's sermon is going to be about leaven in Galatians chapter 5, where Paul was dealing with the Galatian church, but Judaizers were coming behind Paul and adding leaven to the gospel, which is not a gospel at all. And so we were talking about that. And with the leaven in the church, the leaven comes in, it is normally uh, administered by Jezebels and Ahabs, men who are not men and women who are overbearing and want to be men. And they confuse the people. And there's a difference between Ahab and David. And you will never get a David out of a Jezebel. And you'll never get a Deborah out of an Ahab. So we're going to talk about that probably a couple of times within the next couple of weeks or days, because it's a prevalent thing in the church. Twisting of the word of God, not using the whole counsel of God, not understanding verb tenses, and what you do is preach as um, a word text preach, meaning that basically you decide to preach on a subject and you search the internet to find the words that fit your subject matter versus letting the Bible unfold its subject to you, and therefore that produces sermons that are not necessarily scriptural in context. We take things out of context, and when we take things out of context, then the text is no text at all. So yeah, the Jezebels who think they're Deborahs, and the Ahabs who think they're Davids, and then also the leavens inside the church and inside your life that you need to get rid of, because Ahab and Jezebel are leavens and they're stopping your progress, but you're so emotionally attached to them. Remember I did that thing on sleeping with the mistress?
Yeah, you did. I
Yeah, the
remember.
mistress of mediocrity. See, the Jezebels and the Ahabs will keep you in sleeping with the mistress of mediocrity. So we're going to discuss all of that this week. And again, some of you will be mad at me. But my question to you, and you know, and if you know me, I do not care. If you can preach the whole counsel of God, do so. Take the time to learn your verb tenses, the Greek and in the Hebrew. Understanding that the Greek language is so large that one of our words, to give you an example, just to give you a comparison, it may be 4,000 or 5,000 words in Greek, and there's only 2,000 words in English language. So they're more descriptive, more exact, based upon a verb tense around it. A word like love, we have one word, love. They have 4 words, but you'll know what it means by what is around it. Same thing with man and mankind. There's times when the Bible means man, and there's times when mankind, Bible uses the same word, but it means mankind. But it depends on the verbs around it, the adjectives around it, things like that. Stuff you're supposed to learn in English. So, yep, we're going to do this because I have about had it with those who are not trying to preach the whole counsel of God. And one of the secrets is about the Jezebel, and I guess I'm giving more than I should. The Jezebel Ahab, you guys out here in the church, let me tell you something, a secret. Even if you told them that you were, they're not going to leave you. Matter of fact, you'll get more of the people that you want to get, the soft men and the masculine women. You'll get more of them because they already kind of know. There's no label on it because you're appearing like an angel of light. You're appearing like you're a Deborah and a David, but you're actually who you are. And I'm telling you, you won't lose one of them. You won't lose one of them because they want to be under you. You're so alluring, you're so attractive, and you're so effeminate as a man. You're not going to lose. Iron sharpen iron is about men sharpening men. That's what that passage is about. And what we're doing is got a lot of men following Jezebels who are getting dull in their senses inside the body of Christ. And again, you can get mad at me all you want. But when you take a verse out of context, you do damage to the verse. That's why you got so many churches Read Galatians, another gospel. If you add anything to it, you only preach the scriptures that propagate your position, your understanding, what you believe. And then you'll say it's the heart and the mind of God, and it's not. Because you're not taking on the whole counsel. You're taking the foggy things and trying to make them plain things, and the plain things you're completely ignoring to benefit yourself. That's called twisting the word of God. And you can get mad at me if you want, but I can take it. Sure can. I can
Pastor
take it.
Jay. Pastor Jay is so funny. You guys don't get the chance to talk to him often, and I knew eventually while I was doing my thing he was going to come along and be a guest. Like I said, you guys have heard me say it before, and thank you all for jumping on here. I know it said this was going to be a practice, but whatever this is going to be, you guys can go back and watch it later. But I purposefully bring him along whenever I'm doing anything. So when he's speaking about these things, I always tell you what I do is I come from the inspirational aspect, but to get down to the nuts and bolts of the concepts and the precepts, that's where I bring him along so that you understand where the inspiration side comes from. Then you actually have something to rejoice about when you can hear, okay, that's what that means. Okay, that's what that verse means. Because I tell you guys all the time, if you want to get biblically literate, you're going to have to sit with someone and go with how he does and teaches line by line, verse by verse, precept upon precept, and all of the concepts and everything that he's bringing to you so you can get an understanding, and all that getting get an understanding. So when you hear me speaking about all these different things, it's that. So I come to you layman's terms. We always talk about leaven, right? Crabs in a barrel. People not wanting to see you go above and do what you need to do because you have decided, hey, I'm not going to be this person anymore. I'm not going to be stagnant. I'm going to push past my fear and do something different. Well, if that person has seen you, wait, you can't go ahead and go on to the next level. Hey, we're good
Yeah,
right here. All
yeah.
of a sudden, you want
You're
to
you're
elevate.
you're you're you haven't been in it long enough. You're not qualified. You're not anointed.
Right.
You're not this. You're all those Christianese words that we use that they use to hold you back that look like they're moving you forward. Read Galatians chapter 5. They really are trying to put you out. They're really not trying to bring you in. They're trying
Yep.
to make you feel like you're out when you're really in, but give you extra to do to make you think that you're not anointed and appointed to do something else other than to follow them, and they have their path for you, and God has already given you assignment. And then on one breath they say he qualifies us, but then on the next breath, well, he qualifies us. Here come the Judaizers, but you need to do this under me. Be brave
Mm-hmm.
enough to set your people free and tell them they can leave. Bet you won't do that. Be brave enough to tell them that the widow's mite story is not a story about Christian giving, but it's about a religious apostate system the Jews had become, that they were actually taking the widow's last. Tell them that. Tell them that first fruits is for the Jews, and it was actually crops. Tell them that money is not seed. Scared to set them free because you know they got a breath of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
For Christ's sake, we've been set free. If you do good quality ministry, they'll give from their bosom. They'll be able to see it. But when the whole purpose is to put money in your pocket and to shame them and to scare them as if they're not going to be blessed if they don't sow into your ministry, let me ask you guys something. I know I'm going a little long on this, but man, when you get me started on this, think about this. Those of you who plant seeds, those of you who farm, let me ask you a question. Let's say the farm is outside. Say where you plant is in your backyard. Is in your backyard. You plant a seed, an apple tree, an apple seed in your backyard. Do you go down 3 blocks late, 3 blocks from now, 3 blocks from where you are to go and harvest your apples, or do you get the tree grows from where you plant it? Pay attention. You plant it in the backyard, the tree grows in the backyard, and you get your harvest from the backyard. Oops. Seed is money. You give them your seed. Do you receive anything from them? Or do
Mm.
they tell you it's coming in the mail or it's coming later? They lying to you. All the feasts were a type and shadow of the substance to come. They know that. But since they don't preach freedom, they got to preach law. and a mixture of law and grace, which is a Judaizer type of thing. And they know this. Some of them are ignorant, but most of them know it. And I was raised at the proper time because I'm not one of you like that. You study to preach. I don't study to preach. I study to learn God, and after learning God in context, then I'm able to preach. I let the Bible tell me the subject matter. I don't create one just because I'm having a bad day. I don't want to talk about what's going on. I don't make outrageous statements without chapter and verse in context. But we gonna talk about Jezebel and Deborah and Ahab and David. And all of you thinking you are David when you're actually Goliath. You're a rebel. That's what Ephesians chapter 2 says. We deserve the wrath of God, but you don't think so because you're so good. Just think about it. Read your Bible. And again, I know some of you are going to be upset with me, and that's okay. But I'm not asking for a dime. I just want to help you tell the truth. My mission is to get people in heaven by saving souls. What you do after that is between you and God. God didn't never tell you not to use your mind. What would be the point of renewing your mind if you don't use your mind? And then God gave some of you some street smarts that you need to take into the church because the church needs some people with some common sense. Inside the church, we have uncommonly common sense has become uncommon. Let me put it that way. So yeah. So just check us out.
Yeah, please
Definitely
check us
continue to
out.
check out Tanika's channel, God's Gifts Through His Word. You can find us anywhere. All you got to do is hashtag both of us, hashtag DRJCS2, and you can look up Walking Truth Radio Network and see what I do and see what I preach. And again, what you might think I'm getting on you, but if you go to the channel, you'll see I do a lot of positive stuff. You
So you
know,
guys know what Pastor Jay is talking about. So I've introduced him to you. You guys will, for you guys on video on all these different platforms, you guys may have seen him like one or two places. Now you get to see him on all different platforms, and I know you're seeing him. So with that, it is more of a coming out for him. He's more than an introduction and more than a notion. He's always been around, and so when he has always said this statement, wherever I go, he's there in spirit. So you may not see him and just see me. No, he's somewhere in the background, very far removed, but he's there. And then I bring him up to the front so you can actually get to hear the man and not just, who is this you talk about far off in the distance? He's very much
yeah,
real. And I'm not talking about somebody fake. It's very much a real person, as you can see and hear. So
yeah.
when
And
Pastor Jay
and
come back on the
hey,
next time,
and you know what? Let me go and tell them why that I'm coming out now because I got her back. And anytime somebody challenges her unjustly and she's trying to help you because she's helped me do this. You look at all the videos I done put out. She helped me do all of that. I wasn't gonna do videos. I was just doing my podcast. And she helped me get comfortable doing this. And she can help you. And she was willing to help you for free. And then when she decides to do something that costs, then you want to talk about the level of her video that's a promo. But my question is, show me your work. Got too many people talking about the game that's a fan in the stands and not a player in the field. So why should I listen to you? Why should she listen to you? And I'm talking to somebody specific that may be looking at this. Why should she listen to you and you haven't launched anything? You haven't even tried to do a podcast. You haven't even tried to do a video, and you want to tell her what not to invest in, and then you go pay one of these old gurus $9,000, and you still haven't done anything. Man, come on. I'm a straight shooter. Come on. If you ain't in the game, you can't tell me how to play the game. Don't come to me talking about you know what to tell me, and you never played the game at all. I've never played soccer.
yeah.
So what I look like telling you about soccer? All I know is you kick the ball in the goal. I don't know all the positions in soccer, but you know what? Even if I read about it, if I've never played the game, I'm just educated in it. I don't have the intimate knowledge of it. And that's the problem. You have to mix the educated and intimate knowledge of it to be one who gives wisdom. Some things you got to have experience in,
Mm-hmm. Experience.
but you have to have a desire for it. But when somebody's trying to bring you along and then you find out they're about to move on from you, now you become a crab. You become leaven in their life and you want to stop them talking about, oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I got excuse for this. Man, you never got in the game from the get-go. You prove it to me that you leaven. And see, what I'm trying to tell Tanika is cut them people, lead them. You can't take them with you. It's like going through security at the airport. Some people you can't take with you across the threshold because they got too much metal on them. They got too much metal on them. They make the metal detectors go off because they're too heavy. They're too infected with metal, stopping you. Too magnetic of a person to, and they want to stop you from going forward in your faith, in your life, with your progress God has called you to. They want to stop all of that. And they just want you to sit there with them and continue to sleep with the mistress of mediocrity. Yeah, she's attractive, and yeah, some of you are used to him or her. You sleeping with the enemy every night. They ain't never gonna let you go. And until you learn how to break away and break cleanly away, they'll always hold you back. And this young lady here, if I got something to say about it, which I do, I'm not gonna let nobody hold her back because she's been great for us, for my ministry. She's been a great friend, and she supported and she's pushed me beyond my comfort zone in this podcast and in video. So be mad at me if you want, but we can ready to talk about this Jezebel, David, Ahab, and Deborah in context and see where you fit. I'm done. I gave him too much, but
Okay.
go ahead. I got a lot more, but go ahead.
I know you do. Hold it. So after you guys have heard Pastor Jay just spread some knowledge and drop some gems for you guys, right? All of that I'm sharing with you and what he is sharing with you, it's only to help. It's not for anybody to be hurt or harmed. And what that means for all of you that might be watching, what kind of climate are we living in right now? Everybody's looking at the climate. Look at what you're looking at right now. Forget culture. There's a lot of things that are going on, and you won't take a chance on you. God's giving you gifts, talents, and abilities, but instead of you taking a chance on you, you look at what somebody else is doing and say, no, that's not okay. Well, what has God given you to do? And for you to push the message of the gospel with whatever vehicle He's giving you to do, but you're not doing it. Don't worry about what kind of vehicle I'm using because we all are supposed to be doing the same thing as ambassadors, pushing the big message. But however I do it is unique to you. But we should all be pushing the same message, not different ones. So if you don't like my vehicle, that's okay. Get in your own car and get to moving. And then you'll have Pastor Jay's car and he'll tell you about that car. But if you're not
Right,
moving, not going anywhere, God can't move a parked car. I don't care how much positive thinking you do. You have got to get moving. Even if it's in the wrong way, just get moving because he'll turn you around. He'll let you know you're going the wrong way. He'll show you where to go. But you have to be moving first. Move.
right,
Go.
right, right. All right, Tanika, I think we didn't did enough for today, but we figured
Yes,
this
I
out.
think so too. So you guys, thank you guys for being here. Pastor Jay's gonna dip out, and so am I. I hope you guys will be blessed, motivated, and always inspired to do what God lays on your heart. Pastor Jay.
I always want you to be encouraged, blessed, and be at peace. Always remember, walk in the truth of the Lord.
All right, and we are out. You guys have an amazing day.